Hi everyone, my name's Huey. I'm the President of Union Development at Hull University Students' Union. This is just a quick video to explain what's been going on at HUSU and to just walk you through what's been happening with our elections. So we've just announced notice that we will be rerunning our elections following the decision that was taken by the returning officer to call our previous elections null and void. I just want to go briefly into why that happened so that we can be as transparent as we possibly can be with our students. So the external returning officer, who is a member of staff at a different organisation who is independent, decided that due to numerous violations of the election rules that the results could not be considered accurate, and therefore it would be unfair to announce the election results. So in the interest of transparency, just want to say that the rules that were broken are as follows. Rule 3.3, no one may interfere in any way with the voting process of other students. If any candidate or member of a candidate's team does interfere, then the matter will be brought to the returning officer and the candidate may be disqualified from the election. Rule 4.3, liability. Candidates are liable for their campaigning and publicity. Candidates must not bring the Hull University Students' Union or the University of Hull into disrepute. And Rule 4.10, campaigning is permitted across the campus but is not allowed in designated study areas, including the library, or in membership service areas on the second floor of the Students' Union building. All University of Hull and Hull University Students' Union rules and policies concerning health and safety must also be adhered to. So unfortunately, these rules were broken by, some of these rules were broken by some candidates, and so the election was called off. So I just want to go through now a few questions and answers, and then walk you through the timeline of our next election.
So how will students now be able to vote in our elections?
So voting will now be held on Monday the 27th of March from 9 AM to 9 PM. We will have designated in-person polling stations across the campus. And the voting method will remain as a single transferable vote. This means that you rank your preferred candidates in order that you prefer them. And it will work the same way that it has always, but there will be now in-person paper ballots.
And what do students need to be able to cast their vote?
We will require students to bring a student ID and a student number so that we can verify that you are students and that you're not voting more than once.
And where can students vote?
So there will be designated polling stations across campus. The current intention is for there to be one in the library, one in the Students' Central Building, and one located near each of the faculty hubs.
But what if students can't attend campus on the day to cast their vote?
If you're unable to make it to campus on Monday the 27th, there is an option to vote by proxy. You'll need to complete the proxy form no later than 11:59 on Thursday the 23rd of March, and with the name of the person you would like to vote for you. And we'll provide details on how to access the proxy form in due course.
So who will be counting the votes?
So the votes will be counted by members of HUSU staff, and the counting process will be overseen by our campaigns and democracy manager to make sure that it's fair.
And when will results be announced?
The results of the election will be announced on Tuesday the 28th of March, and a time for results will be announced.
How will you ensure that the elections will be free and fair?
So our polling stations will be staffed to make sure that there is to make sure that students have an ability to vote without being intimidated or being coerced, and any campaigning activity around the polling stations is strictly forbidden, and we'll also be taking any allegations of misconduct or any allegations of candidates breaking the campaigning rules very seriously to ensure that the elections are run freely and fairly.
And have you considered those students who may have accessibility issues?
So we've worked with Hull City Council to see how we can make the voting process as inclusive as possible. There will be voting booths for those who are wheelchair bound, and there will be options available for those who have accessibility issues.